Right, so good evening and welcome to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. And you know what? We've got some new faces tonight before
Yeah,
the
well,
Arsenal versus Man U game in about 50 minutes. So again, we've got Richard from Arsenal TV. Good evening, Richard. How's it going?
Good evening to you guys, and thank you for inviting me onto the channel again, Alex.
Listen, Richard, it's always a pleasure. And
That's
we've
fine.
got Jacques. Jacques, what's happening?
yeah, good evening, guys. I'm happy to be here. Very
Yeah.
excited to hear what you guys got to say.
Yeah, wicked. It's good. It's good to have you, a new face on the channel, and the anticipated. We've got Gunner Boys. Gunner Boys, what's happening,
Yeah,
man?
I'm good, man. Good, man. And you?
Brup, 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 brup.
I did tell you. I did tell you.
Right. So, welcome, guys. Welcome. It's going to be a very, very super bite size this evening because, as we know, Arsenal are playing against Manchester United. But before we get into the topic and the debate, we know early this week, young player Emilio Sala was making his way to Cardiff from France, and as of now, he's still missing. I know the Coast Guard's out there; they've stopped searching for him, but at this right point in time, our hearts go out to Emilio Sala and his family out there in Argentina.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So, yeah, the first one we wanted to talk about was the transfers. Now, Denis Suarez, James Rodriguez, Eva Banega, all these guys, all these players have been linked to Arsenal.
Hmm.
But yet we haven't signed any of them. We haven't signed any one of them. But Gonzalo Higuain, Chelsea mentioned him and they signed him. So my question to Jacques, why is it Arsenal cannot get these signings over the line? I know this FFP, Arsenal don't have any money, but we can get loan signings in. Why can't Arsenal get these signings over the line?
What what bothers me is how is it Chelsea can afford these players and we can't when we charge more than any other team to go to watch games, and yet
Yeah.
Chelsea don't charge nowhere near as us. Yet they're able to buy players on time. Yes, I know they've got a billionaire owner, but at the end of the day, we still generate lots of money at that football club. We should be able to sign players. We don't really sign expensive players. I don't understand where all this money goes. And our players are not really on crazy salaries apart from Ozil. But you know, it just I don't understand it. I was thinking it used to be Wenger, but now I'm starting to think it's not Wenger. It's people at the top because the same thing we were going through with Wenger. It seems like it's happening now with Emery. I don't know, man. This club of ours is it drive you nuts at times. When we can, us as fans, we can clearly see what's needed. The people at the top, I don't know. It's hard to understand. I want to hear other people's view on this. What do they think?
Mm.
You
Richard,
know what?
go on, Gunner's
You know
voice.
what? You know what? Arsenal don't want. Arsenal like we don't want Suarez. We need him. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal is a club that's like, Barcelona made it clear as Arsenal. Okay, come and take Suarez, and they were like running around the bush. You know what I'm saying? We never want we never needed Suarez. We wanted him.
Mm.
It's different. Like someone like you can see Higuain immediately just in 2 weeks. Chelsea brought him in. We are still going around. Nkuku is the one yesterday. The rest now will be Carrasco all around. You get me? Like for me, I think it's not Wenger's fault. It's just the club and Kroenke.
Cronky. Richard, what's your opinion about all these players have been linked to Arsenal at one point or another, and we just can't get them over the line. Dennis Suarez, we can't get him over the line.
Do you know what? The way I look at it, guys, it's that I don't know why Arsenal are going for midfielders. It's defence that is our main problem that we need to sort out.
Yep, I agree with
We need
No,
someone
we
who
need.
we need someone who can play similar to Socrates, to be alongside him, and I think that would strengthen the back. Now, I think that it's all down to Stan Kroenke. It's all down to the people that's below him. Yeah, but then you got to realize it's down to the player if they also want to move at the same time. I know with the whole Denis Suarez deal that's going around at the moment, apparently Arsenal are not committing to purchase him at the end of the season. Now, you either take him on loan or go for someone else. Don't waste time about it, because I think that is our problem. We're wasting time on certain players. If they don't want to move, then that's fine. Just go for someone else. It's just that simple. And I just think we're just mucking about too much on just that one player. Also, we've been linked with Carrasco. Now, I think Carrasco is a great player, and I think he would absolutely suit our side. But it depends if we're going to get him over the line or not. If we can't get Denis Suarez over the line, then how are we going to get over the line these other players? So the way I look at the whole transfer rumours, it's more or less that I don't believe anything what the papers or anything say, not until I see that player outside the training ground, in the kit, with the top, done. That's the way I look at transfers now.
But Jacques, do you have a problem with us looking to sign a midfielder? Would you prefer that we were looking for a centre-back or a winger? Do you have an issue with the fact that we're looking to buy a midfielder?
Yeah, definitely. I don't even think midfield is our problem at all, to be honest. I think we can get through the season with the midfielders we have, but there's no way we can get through the season with the defenders we have. No way. You know, so I don't understand how, as a fan, watching football on TV, I can identify where our needs are, whereas they're there, they have all the statistics, and they can't see what I can see. I find that difficult to understand. Why are they going for midfielders when we're crying out for a centre back, a dominant centre back? I think that's a position where we need to go out there and spend big money on a centre back. Because at the moment, with Aubameyang at the top, I think, Aubameyang could do us a job for the next couple of years. We're fine there, but we need a dominant defender, like in the early 20s or mid 20s, someone who's been there, done that, and they someone who's just looking for that opening to play for a big club. And then I'm sure there's lots of them kind of defenders, probably in the Argentinian league or the Brazilian league. Someone nobody knows, but I don't know how our club seems to just be going after midfielders, and these midfielders they go after. It's just like they're selling us dreams. They go after midfielders, but we never ever get them. I heard about all these players we missed out on over time. We missed out on Ronaldo. We missed out on all these players. So this is history repeating itself. We're always missing out on players. This is Arsenal. It's almost like a joke. Even
Great
Tottenham
players.
do that. Tottenham find players and they get them. Arsenal
They get them straight off.
We dilly and dally around until someone else gets them, and then we move on. So we waste so much time in the transfer window. Whereas other teams, you hear rumours today, in 2 days' time, they're there at the training ground. With us, if you hear rumours, it takes about a month. Even Torreira, look how long that took.
Yeah, well, but remember, Torreira was in the World Cup, wasn't he? But yeah, I think you're right. With when there's a rumor about a player coming to Arsenal, it takes an age for Arsenal to get it sorted.
I don't ever remember us being interested in a player and wrapping it up straight away. I've only seen the ones where out of the blue.
Only Granit Xhaka. Only Granit Xhaka. Only Granit Xhaka. No, I'm saying the truth. Only Granit Xhaka.
and look how he's turned out for us.
Hey, but you know what? I like Granit Xhaka, man. I like Xhaka. For all his faults, I still like the guy, you know what I mean? But Gunner Boys, I want to ask you a question. Do you think Unai Emery has power? Do you think he has a say in which players that he wants to bring into Arsenal?
I think Emery is just a coach. He needs someone that can bring those players to him. You get me? So I think he needs someone. He's just a coach. So that's it, man.
Oh dear, I don't know. Arsenal been to death with me, man.
I think given the players, I think he's got the potential to really build a team at Arsenal. Because even in the short time he's been there, we've seen the changes. We've seen, Arsenal, we're still making mistakes here and there, but I can see the team has improved as a unit from his coaching. So something is right there. Why don't they just back him? Give him the players he wants. Give him one
Do you know
defender.
what, guys? Do you know what? I'm gonna put into perspective how our team is. Yeah, our defense is a bottom three side, right? And then if you want to look at our midfield is probably a top six side. Our attacking is more of top three.
Yeah.
So
That's a good analyst.
If Emery wants to look at it like that, it's defense that we should be sorting out first before we. I think our midfield is fine. Our midfield is fine. Only replace a midfielder if a midfielder is leaving. So you got Ramsey leaving at the end of the season, bringing a midfielder to take over his place. Wingers, but then you got to realize if we bring in Dennis Suarez can play in Aaron Ramsey's position, but he can also play left and right wing as well. So that's a massive bonus as well if we do bring him in. But the way the transfer should be is that when you sell a player, then you bring in a player to replace to keep up the numbers. But I just don't think Arsenal is doing that. They're not looking at the areas that need strengthening the most. We need centre-backs, we need left-back, we need right-back. Those are the areas that Arsenal should be looking in the transfer. Midfield, not a problem. Our attack, not a problem. Just sort out the defence.
Yeah.
Totally agree there.
Yeah, point taken. Right, so the next point we wanted to talk about was Gunner Boy's favourite player, Matteo Guendouzi. What don't you like about Guendouzi? Guendouzi's all right, man. He's 19 years of age, and he gets ahead. He gets ahead of Nathan Miles. Emery has faith in this young boy.
He's a very good player.
Yeah,
he's a very talented player. Yeah, he has passion for the club. But he holds the ball too much. Like, he holds the ball too much without no ambition. I guess West Ham, I was so frustrated about what he did. Like, he's very good, but he need more improvement in his game. That's all. I love the guy.
Yeah, Gunner Boy. Let me not cut you there. You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. He reminds me of Ramsey last season when he plays in midfield. He dillies and dallies on the ball. Sometimes someone will make a run there, and it takes too long to give that pass. He's so frustrated. It's like you can see that this person's got so much ability, but I don't know. He holds onto the ball for too long, and it's most of the time. If it's every now and again, I could understand, but it's most of the time when he could just put a pass through, he holds onto it, and sometimes when we're going forward, he passes it backwards. It's frustrating.
but Jacques, why don't the coaching staff tell him that? We can see it clearly on the screen. Why don't they tell him, release the ball soon? Quick. Don't dally on the ball and then invite the tackle in, because he's probably the most fouled Arsenal player this season because he holds onto the ball too long. Why don't the coaching staff tell him?
Credit to him though, he's good on the ball. I think that's probably his biggest attribute. He knows he's a confident boy. To be 19 and playing first team for Arsenal, you got to have something about you. And you can see he's very confident, and he's using his confidence, but he's not using it in the right way. I think he could become a better player if he did things quickly and choosing when to hold onto the ball. Sometimes there is times when he holds onto the ball and I think, nice, Guendouzi, well done. But most of the time it's just like, give the ball, pass the ball, come on. But yeah.
Richard, sorry, Jacques.
Yeah, I guess in time, maybe the coach will get him playing his way. Because remember, the coach took him out of the team for a while, and I think that's probably to do with that, holding onto the ball and making unnecessary fouls. But at the same time, we got to remember that he's only 19, he's young. There's not many 19-year-olds that can come into a first team at Arsenal and dominate like that. Like, I rate Maitland-Niles highly, but I don't think Maitland-Niles has the confidence like this player has. So got to give him credit as well, but I wouldn't have him in my starting 11. I'd bring him in.
No?
Nah.
No, I will play him because I guess he did very well. Maybe he watched my video. Maybe you watched my video because I guess he improved very well. Yeah.
Right. It's risky. Richard, what do you think?
Gunner Boys, man, you don't like Guendouzi, man.
I love the man. I love him. He's still young. He's still young. I love the guy.
Richard.
But let him improve. Yeah.
Do you know what, guys? What frustrates me the most about Guendouzi, and Jacques made a very good point, is that he holds the ball for too long. And what Guendouzi does, he invites the midfield to him for them to press onto him, and then he's under pressure, and then he's kind of stuck. He has to pass it back to the defense, so then that puts more pressure on the defense to clear it. You have to remember that Guendouzi is only 19 years old, and when was the last time that a 19 years old player got into the first team in the Premier League? Like soon as he came into the team. I think there could be a reason why that Emery's starting him is because of his energy levels. I reckon that could be one. Where he's younger, he's got more energy to last longer on the field compared to the likes of Jacques. Compared to like Jacques, because Jacques is more older than him. The only thing that I like about Guendouzi is that he's long-range passing. That's a good attribute that he's got. But apart from that, I just can't see why Emery's choosing him over Iwobi or choosing him over Maitland-Niles, because Maitland-Niles, he doesn't mind where he plays. He doesn't mind if he plays in midfield. He doesn't mind if he plays in defence. So, but Guendouzi, I don't know. I think he just needs to work on his discipline as well, like lunging into tackles when he shouldn't be lunging into them. Another thing that Guendouzi needs to do is just to try and release the ball a bit quicker, like Torreira does. When Torreira receives the ball, he already know before he receives the ball. Torreira knows where everybody else is. He knows who's in front of him, and he knows where everyone's position is. So soon as Torreira gets the ball, he releases it quick. So that's what I want. That's what I want Guendouzi to do in the next previous games.
Yeah, but like Jacques said, we've got to remember that this guy is only 19 years old. You know, he's still finding his feet, and it's good. It's good that the coach has put faith and confidence in this boy who's 19 years old. Whereas Maitland-Niles, as Jacques said, I don't think he has the confidence. He doesn't have the confidence.
No, he's too casual. You get me? Maitland-Niles is too casual. That's why they don't play him in the midfield area. He's too casual. That's it. And Guendouzi make the midfield so busy. He makes our midfield so busy. That's it.
But guys, do you know what? I have to admit, Guendouzi put in a decent performance against Chelsea, though, alongside Torreira and Jacques. I actually thought he played well against Chelsea.
Yes.
He did brilliant.
Chelsea, he did very well.
Yeah.
Let me give him credit. Let me give him credit.
But do you know what? What Emery needs to do? Emery needs to look at that Chelsea match and say to him, "Look, the way you was playing against Chelsea, that is what I want you to do week in, week out."
Let me give him some credit where it's due. He presses well.
Exactly.
You know, when we're playing that pressing game, him and Torreira press better than Torreira and Jacques. Because I think Guendouzi, he's in people's faces, and it makes a big difference. But it's only when he's on the ball, that's when he annoys me. Off the ball, I'd rather play him over Jacques, because I think off the ball gives us a bit more. His legs, and he's in the right places. I think his positioning is really good for a 19-year-old. Because you find that he intercepts a lot of balls, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's when he's got the ball, he takes too long. But I think if he gets that coached out of him, I think we've got the potential to have a really, really good midfielder for a long, long time.
Right, guys, I want to quickly go into the chat. There's quite a few comments being put on the chat here. Just going back. We've got Luca Kawata, who's a regular contributor on the channel, and he says that we have to beat United. I go 2-1 to the Gunners, and he also says that we should go for Eric Bailly or Harry Maguire for centre back.
I completely agree.
Maguire, that would be like having our own John Terry. Do you know what I mean? I think he's a John Terry in the making. I don't know why I don't understand how he's still at Leicester.
Oh, hasn't he just signed an extension to his contract?
Yeah, but that's just to get a big move, so for the club to get a lot of money for him. They know eventually he's gonna go. So they probably told him, just get a new contract. We'll pay you a bit more. When someone comes with a big offer, we'll let you go. You know, it's a win-win for everyone. He's getting paid a bit more, and he can go for more money. Someone will come in for him because there's not a lot of commanding, dominating defenders like him at the moment.
Yeah.
But guys, you know what? We've actually also been linked with Eric as well before.
Yeah, he's another player.
I don't know why the Arsenal are not going for him, because he's doing quite well at Man United.
Right, but quickly back into the chat again. Some more comments. I've got Luca again who's saying Guendouzi is crap. Never rated him. He's always under pressure on the ball. Yeah, but thing is right. We don't buy right 19-year-olds. I have a question. Would you take Daniel Rugani?
Daniel who?
Is that from Juve? The one from Juve?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me ask him.
Juve.
Yeah? Juve.
Central back, yeah.
Okay, so would you take him? Would you have him Arsenal?
I would rather have Manolas of Roma.
Okay. That's a good shout.
That is a good shout.
This Regani, I don't really know much about him, but I know he's really highly rated, and he's been playing in the Juventus first team since he was like 18, 19. You know, you got to have something about you. Especially in the Italian league, you know, they don't really produce shit defenders. They produce like really good, top quality defenders. So,
okay, and
take a risk on him. We've got nothing to lose, have we?
Yeah, and then sorry, Jacques, as quickly go because I know time's running as well. We've got Ryan77 who says Guendouzi was quality against Chelsea. Guendouzi was really good.
He was very, very good against Chelsea. Yes, he was it was brilliant.
Fantastic. Yeah, and then Luca goes on to say, what do you think of Ozil's future? Because I personally think he has got to go, because I have funny feeling he will go on a free and we will waste all his wages. How are we going to have money to replace players?
Do you know what? Luca makes a good point there, you know, because do you know what? Ozil does frustrate me quite a lot. He does frustrate me because, as I said to you before, Alex, I feel like Emery is going the same way like Pep did with Yaya Toure at Man City. So whether or not he's trying to push him out the door or not, I don't know. But Ozil is going to be very, very crucial to this Adidas deal, because that is going to be very, very crucial because of shirt sales and obviously he's going to get money because of his partnership. So
you know what?
But the way I look at it, who's going to pay 350 grand for a? If we have to, then we probably might have to pay half of it.
Yeah.
For me, I think Ozil needs to improve in his body language. He's 30 or 31 now and needs to improve his body language. That's it.
The only reason Ozil is still at Arsenal is because no one else out there would pay him that much.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were stupid enough to pay him the money.
I don't even think you'll get half of that anywhere else. Yeah, he's a good player, but
maybe in China. Maybe in China.
and even there, they're not offering as much as before now. They're cutting off on all that wage, them big wages they were offering before.
All right, guys, listen, let's go on to the final point, which is the prediction tonight, Arsenal versus Man U. Now, the last time Arsenal met Man U in the FA Cup, we beat them 2-1. And their old boy, Bam United, Danny Welbeck. So, Richard, what's your prediction for tonight?
I actually made a prediction on my preview, and I said the prediction is going to be 2-1. 2-1. Looking at the lineup for tonight's game, it is a decent lineup, and I reckon we could probably nick it 2-0.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stick with the prediction that I predicted, and that's 2-1.
Okay, Jacques.
I predict we're going to lose this game 2-1.
That's what you said today, man.
Oh my god!
I think
Jesus.
Again, my reason for this is the defense. That defense is just, I don't know, man. I don't have no confidence in that defense. No way, because I think that defense will give you chances. And right now, Man United are taking chances. You know, Man United a few months ago, I'd say, okay, even though we give them chances, they probably will miss them. But at the moment, they're taking their chances, and our defense will give you plenty of chances. That's my reason why I think we will score. We'll score goals, but we will concede, definitely.
Gunner boys.
Well, I think we'll win the game. We'll win the game. 3-2. Oba with 2. Laka with 1.
3-2.
We'll win the game. I assure you.
Yeah. My prediction is...
Do you know what, guys? Guys, you know what? Looking at this lineup, there's actually 8 players from the Chelsea game that is actually in this lineup tonight. The only person that's missing in the back is actually Bellerin.
Yeah.
And Leno, right?
I want to be wrong. But my heart is going for a win, but my head is telling me no way this defense could keep Man United out.
Follow your heart, please. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Yeah.
Jacques, man, you disappointed me, man.
Hey, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I have to be honest, man.
Realist.
Yeah, that's good.
Alex, you know what? I can't tell what formation that he's going with. It's either a 4-4-2 diamond or a 4-2-3-1.
It's 4-4-2 diamond.
Yeah,
4-4-2 diamond.
This could also be a 4-2-3-1 as well.
If we can hope Pogba tonight, we'll win the game. That's it.
Yeah, Torreira will shut him down. It's our problem. People we need to watch out for is Martial and Rashford. They're the ones that will give us the problems.
Yeah, but what about
definitely.
Who's their playmaker in the centre?
I think our midfielders are fit enough to keep up with Pogba and just keep him under pressure. I haven't got a problem with that, but I think it's Rashford and Martial, when they get running, they're very, very dangerous players.
Do you know what? I think Ramsey could actually give Pogba a good run because he done well against Chelsea.
Yeah, but he needs to be
because Ramsey against Chelsea. Exactly, but he needs to watch his man. He needs to cover his man because if you look back at the Chelsea game, Ramsey made the most runs on that field and covered a lot of the field. So if Ramsey can keep his close eye on Pogba, then I think we ain't got no problem apart from Martial and Rashford.
Yeah, Ramsey, you got to give it to Ramsey. He's very disciplined. He does go forward, but he always makes sure he does his part defensively as well. That's what I really like about Ramsey.
Yeah.
As much as he's good an outlet for the team, he always remembers to defend as well. And we're gonna miss him. We're definitely gonna miss him.
But you know what, Jacques, as well. You know, let's not forget. Literally, he's going to be going.
Yeah,
he's going to Juve, and I always question his commitment, knowing that he was going. But he's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
He's been there for the cause, fighting for the cause. So
you know, he's gonna leave Arsenal on a high. Who sells a player who's performing at the top of their game? Arsenal is just like shambolic at the moment. Like the board need to sort themselves out. You know, this doesn't happen at Man United. Man United, when a player leaves Man United, that player is going downhill. But sometimes we sell players when players are on a high and we're selling players. It's like that's got to change somehow. Something's got to change at the top. That when we're selling players, we're selling them because they can't offer us they can't be as good as what they used to be. Whereas Ramsey could go on and be better than how he is at Arsenal at the moment. And that's scary to think of that.
Guys, you know what? Can I just ask you a question? Ramsey's still in contract with us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, even though Ramsey's agreed to join Juve, can't we still offer him a contract?
No.
Considering he's actually still in contract with us.
No.
Because one of the things is that he wanted to be on par with Ozil and people like that, and the club said no. And at Juve, he's going to be getting just under what Ozil's getting. Apparently, he's going to be getting that 300,000 a week. Is Arsenal really going to offer that? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Ozil was a one-off. It's going to be a long time.
That's a good point.
They're being offered that amount at Arsenal again.
Anyway, guys, listen. I'm gonna call it all quits. But before I do that, I want to say a big thank you to Jacques. I'll be talking to you on Monday, man, about 2-1 Man U. What's wrong with you, man?
closer to the game, my mind has changed.
You might just change.
This guy.
Well, now I hope I'm wrong though, guys. I hope I'm wrong and we win. You know, I'll be happy if we win.
Of
Over the
course.
years, Arsenal have broken my heart so much that I seem to just. I don't like to have my hopes too high these days with Arsenal.
Yeah. Gunner Boys, you know what? Now I can tell all my subscribers that I got Gunner Boys on the channel. So thanks for coming, man. Thanks for coming.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, anyway,
You know what time it is. Thanks, man.
No worries. Whoever's watching the live stream or is going to watch it at a later date, I've put the links for all my guests on the show tonight. So look in the comments box. I'm sure I put Gunner Boys there. If I haven't, I'll do it straight after I finish, but I'm sure I've done it. So Gunner Boys, thank you again. And I'm sure Mube Guna would be happy to see you on the show as well, man.
That's my brother, man.
I'll get both of you guys on there as well. And Richard, again,
thank you as always, Alex.
steadfast, always there, one of the foundations of the channel. And as well, to all who's watching now, we're going to be doing, as you know, my fan comments every Monday. And Richard's going to be helping me go through all the fan comments. So look out for...
I'm so looking forward to that.
It's going to be wicked. It's going to be wicked. But anyhow, you know, guys, who has been watching, the viewers, thank you for coming on the channel. But this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world, including Nigeria.